is old Uncle Mark in the mothership with a 3-string cigar box guitar. I had a message request for a tune called Cocaine. It is a JJ Cale tune. We're going to be doing it in D. You could frankly do it in any key you wanted to, but I'm going to be doing it in D. And I like being in D because I can use the upper register and the lower register and fool around with soloing, which is what this whole song is about, is fooling around with soloing. So I'm going to go through this tune, and then we'll break it all down. So. That's the whole thing. You just keep going over and over and over and over and over. So you do the got bad news, kick them blues, day is gone, you want to roll on, the thing is gone, you want to ride on, don't forget the fact you can't get it back, and that's it. She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie, cocaine. So what I'm playing here is I'm in D, and sometimes I use my pinky and sometimes I use my third finger. So let's go through the neck of this guitar. At the 0 fret, G, D, G. At the 0 fret here, to G, G sharp, A, important chord, B flat, right there on the dot, important chord, B, C, important chord, C sharp, and D, important. After that, we start moving into the soloing area. So it would be D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. Now we're into the upper register. Anything above these 2 dots, I consider the upper register. So G sharp, A, B flat, B, C. And you can see the dots, how they work. 2, 1, 1. Just think of 2, 1, 1. See? C and C. And D is here. Okay? So that's what you're looking at. There's your range of motion. When you pick the key to a song, it's always good to find out where your range of motion is and where you can go on the neck of your guitar. Some guitars don't go up this high. That's cool. Whatever you got, just remember you got range of motion and your range of your voice. So the song does a dun 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 dun. It's pretty typical. Okay, so it's a down 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 down. And I just lift up and move back and forth really quick here. So it's basically a... So it's just like so. And then I do a little trick in here. And sometimes I do it with 2, but I start here on the G, and I go to that A. So I'm kind of... hammering on, so practice this hammer-on. I do have a lesson on hammer-ons, and you can find that in my soloing sections, my playlists for left-hand technique. Look that stuff up, please. It's the fundamentals that make rock and roll so good, okay? The fundamentals, especially when we start soloing in this song, you're going to want to look in my left-hand technique, also my right-hand technique. Look at those lessons again. So when you're here, you got to slide up a little bit and catch it. You can also just get those 2 notes, but you know, extra credit and catch them all. Doing this little, so I'm just putting my finger down here on the D when I'm on the C shape and hitting it and pulling off. So if you listen to it without the note, hit it one time and pull. Okay, it takes practice to do this stuff. It's well worth practicing. Like I said, left-hand technique. So I'm kind of strumming. So I'm kind of fooling around on these two notes. So start learning how to use your pick and just hit two notes. That kind of slows it down a little bit. The she don't lie part is just a D, C, B flat, A. Now, in that motion, I did a, as opposed to, it's all up to you. You know, I open and close this little door sometimes. Playing this way is great. Playing chromatically, working your way up to this note is called playing chromatically. Whatever you like, that's your call. I do it both ways when I play it live because I forget which way I started, and I frankly don't care, and no one else at the bar cares. You know, I'm a bar player. People are drinking, they don't care. So I'm going to use my looper. I do have a looper lesson, and all I'm going to do on it is go. So I'm going to hit it right now. I'm going to hit it right now. Hit it again, I'm done. Now I can solo. So, when you're soloing in this song, remember, D is where your home is. It's always home. If you make a mistake, you're always in D. A couple of notes that work really well is this F. Now you know this D, right, is the same as this D. Right? So now you know that you're here doing this. And you can shift from here to that D, right there, to this D. So you shifted boxes from this box to this box. And that's how you learn to solo, is shift your boxes around. And remember, this is C, right? And that's D. This is C. And that's D. So if you look at my left-hand technique lesson, you'll see a little trick I do that does this. And D is this note open. So here I am on G to A to C, A to G, F, D. So I'm going to use those couple of things and play around with it. Changing box. So I'm up here, that's a D, just like that's a D, this is a D, just like this is a D. So with this D here, This note works the F and the G. So I shift my fingers. Instead of hitting it here, I'm using my second finger. So back and forth, down, back, down, back. So I'm going from F to D. G. A works because we know A is in the song. B flat does not. B doesn't work. But C works because it's in the song, right? Sometimes a note will work around itself, so you're going to start finding little notes that work here and there, and so you may find that the B does work if off the C. And there's the D. So we've been fooling around with Cocaine. Great song. This is Uncle Mark in the Mothership. Do look at the fundamentals, the left-hand technique. The song's really easy, but the jam can be really, really fun and complex. Use it as a vehicle to play around with your guitar. And this is Uncle Mark in the Mothership. I have the left-hand technique lessons, I have right-hand technique lessons, and I have looper lessons. All for you to take a look at again, refamiliarize yourself with it, approach this song, knock it out of the park, all right? Now, down below, I do have a PayPal link. It's basically a virtual donation that you can do online. It's a paypal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. I want to say thank you so much to all you donators. Thank you for your subscriptions, sharing on social media. All of this is just huge. Thank you for making me what I am. You guys are doing it, you guys and gals out there, okay? So I want to thank you, each and every one of you personally. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll talk to you soon.